Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and salam ilmu, keikhlasan, kecemerlangan di UNIMAP. Welcome to the online international conference on communication in scientific inquiry CSI 2021. And before I start, I would like to take this opportunity to remind everyone regarding the health precaution due to current situation of COVID-19 pandemic. Please play our role to stop the chain of COVID-19. It takes only one to spread to many. Hashtag we must win. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin, let me acknowledge our invited special guest for today, Professor in Senior Technologist Dr. Muhammad Rizal Arshad, Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic and International from UNIMAP. Our invited keynote speaker, Professor in Senior Technologist Dr. Badli Shah Ahmad. Esteemed invited guest speaker, Dr. Agusani MAP, Rector Universitas Muhammadiyah Sumatera Utara Indonesia. Selamat siang Ibu dan Bapa dari Indonesia. Dr. Mat Sabur Khan, Chairman Daffodil International University Bangladesh. Mr. Said Al-Noman, Vice Chairman of East Delta University Trust Bangladesh. Hello Bishashu Titi, Shar Omadam. Professor Dr. Yunis Miguel Aklan, Dean College of Arts and Humanities, Adventist University of the Philippines. Kamusta, Salamat po. Associate Professor Ku Halim Haji Ku Arifin, Dean Faculty of Applied and Human Science, UNIMAP. Dr. Sharmini Abdullah, Conference Chair of the Second International Conference on Communication in Scientific Inquiry CSI 2021, Head of Departments, Center for Liberal Sciences, Faculty of Applied and Human Sciences, UNIMAP, Faculty Deans of UNIMAP, Committee of CSI 2021, participants and presenters, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, with the theme of IoT Transformative Technological Phenomena in the 21st Century, the Second International Online Conference on Communication in Scientific Inquiry CSI 2021 is a multi, inter, and transdisciplinary event that will bring together researchers, educators, scholars, instructors, practitioners, and activists, and graduate students from around the world. This joint international conference includes research, pedagogies, and practice about diverse issues on the 21st century competencies in language, literacy, translation, education, and also culture. The participants in this conference will be involved in local and global dialogue and exchange of ideas, research, and experiences related to on the theme of the event. CSI 2021, organized by Center for Liberal Sciences, Faculty of Applied and Human Sciences, and in collaboration with Universitas Muhammadiyah Sumatera Utara UMSU Indonesia, Adventist University of the Philippines, Daffodil International University DIU, and also East Delta University EDU Bangladesh. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin, please welcome Associate Professor Ku Halim Ku Arifin, Dean of Faculty of Applied Science and Human, and also for the welcoming speech, please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Professor in Senior Technologist Dr. Muhammad Rizal Arshad, Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic and International. Professor Dr. Ahmad Safar, Chief Digital Officer. Our esteemed invited keynote speaker, Professor in Senior Technologist Dr. Badli Shah Ahmad. Esteemed invited guest speakers, Dr. Agusani MAP, Rector Universitas Muhammadiyah Sumatera Utara Indonesia, Dr. Mat Sabur Khan, Chairman Daffodil International University Bangladesh, Mr. Said Al-Noman, Vice Chairman of East Delta University Trust, Bangladesh. Professor Dr. Yunis Miguel Aklan, Dean, College of Arts and Humanities, Adventist University of the Philippines. Dr. Shamini Abdullah, Conference Chair of the Second International Conference and Communication in Scientific Inquiry, CSI 2021, and also Head of Department, Center for Liberal Sciences, Faculty of Applied and Human Sciences, UDMAP. Faculty Deans of UDMAP's Committee of CSI 2021, participants, presenters of CSI 2021, ladies and gentlemen. This year, due to the global COVID-19 pandemic, the CSI conference for the first time is done via online over our digital and social media platforms. Thank you for tuning in, and I take this opportunity to welcome you to the Second International Conference on Communication in Scientific Inquiry, CSI 2021. Apart from Malaysian participants, CSI 2021 also received paper submissions from our neighboring countries such as Indonesia, Philippines, and Bangladesh. I am extremely happy that many international experts and delegates are attending the conference virtually to present their papers and also deliver keynotes and invited talks. CSI 2021 would not been organized without the commitments and involvements of many people, be it the committee members, participants, presenters, and affiliates partners. I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to Muhammadiyah University North Sumatra Utara UMSU, Adventist University of the Philippines, Daffodil International University Bangladesh, and East Delta University Bangladesh for joining in as CSI affiliate partners. I sincerely hope that this conference, CSI 2021, will facilitate the establishment of more international joint research programs and open up a broader platforms among the conference patrons and participants to widen collaborative opportunities that will venture beyond research and hone prospective partnerships. I will conclude my message by wishing everyone a successful, rewarding, and fruitful conference. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, next please welcome Professor in Senior Technologist Dr. Muhammad Rizal Arshad for the officiating space, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang berusaha yang dihormati Excos of UNIMAP, our esteemed invited keynote speaker, Prof. IR Technology Dr. Arbadi Shah Ahmad, esteemed invited guest speakers, Dr. Agusani, Rector of Universitas Muhammadiyah Sumatera Utara, Indonesia, Dr. Muhammad Sabur Khan, Chairman Daffodil International University, Bangladesh, Mr. Said Al-Noman, Vice Chairman of East Delta University Trust, Bangladesh, Professor Dr. Yunis Miguel Aklan, Dean, College of Arts and Humanities, Adventist University of the Philippines, Associate Professor Kohalim Haji Arifin, Dean of Faculty of Applied and Human Sciences, UNIMAP, Dr. Shamini Abdullah, Conference Chair of the Second International Conference on Communication in Scientific Inquiry, CSI 2021, Head of Department, Center for Liberal Sciences, Faculty of Applied and Human Sciences, UNIMAP, Faculty Deans of UNIMAP, Committee for CSI 2021, participants and presenters of CSI 2021, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning. Panjang tu salutation. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, we thank Allah SWT for His blessings. in giving us this precious opportunity to gather at this notable event. I warmly welcome you to this event, an opportunity to gather and discuss pertinent matters in this program, the online session of the second International Conference on Communication in Scientific Inquiry, CSI 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, the first CSI was held in Penang. I've just Googled it. It was on the 9th and 11th July 2018 in Copthorne Hotel. So Copthorne Hotel. So we do not have the opportunity, the luxury to do it in a hotel this time. We have to do it online because of COVID-19. But nonetheless, we hope that, I hope and all of us hope that the conference will be a successful and productive one. And this year, of course, we have this unprecedented challenge, the global unprecedented challenge due to COVID-19. Time flies, it's already about nearly 2 years now, about 2 years, going into 2 years that we are facing this challenge. And this is when all of us around the world realize that technology and innovation solutions is the way forward, be it in the sector of education, what more at the tertiary level, at the higher level of education, and throughout the education value chain, and of course in other sectors. And we can see that technology has indeed penetrated virtually into all areas of our lives and enable us to a certain degree to continue to live, work, study, and virtually maintain social contact with one another. That means the virtual online contact, I think, have supersede our physical contact. I mean, we have less interaction physically, but we replace that with more active social interactions. And it is indeed a testament to the virtues of technology that we can implement and adapt to new working methods to continue delivering on our conference. I'm excited to listen to Prof. Badishah's presentation, and I hope to ask questions. But he said no questions is allowed, so it's okay. So the second CSI 2021 is jointly organized by the Center for Liberal Sciences, CLS, Faculty of Applied and Human Sciences, UNIMAP, in collaboration with Muhammadiyah University of North Sumatra, or University Muhammadiyah Sumatra Utara, UMSU, Adventist University of the Philippines, AUP, Daffodil International University, Bangladesh, and East Delta University, Bangladesh. And this conference signifies an international collaborative effort between these four esteemed institutions and marks the start of the first cycle. So we hope that, so that means last one was in 2018, this year is 2021. We hope we're going to do it soon. We don't have to wait for another 3 or 4 years on the road. So the joining force of these four renowned institutions for CSI is hope will further contribute to the joint efforts in the context of multi, inter, and transdisciplinary forum and discussion on language, education, translation, humanities, business, and entrepreneurship. Just an anecdote. Last night I was reading a book on the human side of science. Human side of science. So science and technology has always been seen as a very, very dry, but there are a lot of human touch to it. And if you read the life of Einstein, Stephen Hawking, all the big names in science and technology, you'll see that there's a lot of the human factors that comes into the picture when they interplay, when they produce the great findings and the noble kind of output that they produce. So there's always interactions between the science and arts, or the hard science and the soft sciences, the human factors of it. So I believe that in this such a conference, CSI 2021, we will see many of the discussion leading to that. And the theme adopted by this conference is transformative technological phenomena in the 21st century. And I believe this is the consistent theme that was in 2018, which is very good, relevant in terms of putting technology in the forefront. So the realization of social realities due to the technological change will provide us with the opportunity to stand back and reflect, something I think we sometimes lack in this very fast-moving world. So sometimes, so we want high tech, but we want high touch. So Peter Drucker wrote a book on high tech, high touch. So when we use advanced level technology, we hope that we do not lose the human touch, the high touch side. So ladies and gentlemen, a conference of this magnitude would not have been possible without the dedication, support, and concerted efforts from the committee members, affiliate partners, academic institutions, and all supporting organizations. My sincere gratitude all goes to Muhammadiyah University of North Sumatra, UMSO, Adventist University of the Philippines, AUP, Daffodil University, Bangladesh, and East Delta University, Bangladesh, for the esteemed partnership with UNIMAP. I have every confidence that the aims of CSI 2021 will come to fruition with the combined efforts of everyone and carve a pathway to increase cooperation and collaboration among our universities, and of course at the ASEAN countries and around the world. So thank you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Prof. Rizal. Ladies and gentlemen, before I invite our keynote speaker for CSI 2021, may I acknowledge him. Born in Kajang, Selangor on 6th January 1971, received his Bachelor Engineering honour in Electrical and Electronics from University of Glasgow, UK, before pursuing his Master in Science and also PhD from University of Strathclyde in 1999. His doctoral study was in the field of the optical network, with expertise on high-speed computer network, optical or wireless access networks, and also wireless sensor network. He is a corporate member of the Institution of Engineer Malaysia, REM, and professional engineer registered with the Board of Engineer Malaysia, BEM, and he is also registered as a professional technologist with the Malaysia Board of Technologists, MBOT. His academic career began in 1999 as a lecturer and program chairperson for distance learning education at University of Science of Malaysia, USM. He was in charge of teaching, research, and also managed the distance learning engineering degree program. He joined UNIMAP in December 2014 as the Dean of School of Computer and Communication Engineering and served the post until March 2017. He was promoted full professor grade C on 1st June 2012. During his period serving as the Dean, he was then appointed as the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research and Innovation at University Sultan Zainal Abidin UNIZA from March 2017 until May 2019. He's recently held the position of the Vice Chancellor at University Malaysia Perlis. So ladies and gentlemen, entitled Featuring Education Aligning Digital Transformation Trends with 21st Century Skills, please welcome Professor in Senior Technology Dr. R. Badisha Ahmad, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Shauki, for the introduction about myself. And to Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic and International Relations, and Professor Madya Kuh Halim, the Dean of Faculty of Social Science and Humanity. Not humanitarian, humanity. All right. And to all the guests of and the audience of today, a conference or international conference on communication in scientific inquiry. So I'm the first speaker for today. So the MC have introduced me just now. So what I'm going to talk about today is about futurizing education, aligning digital transformation trends with 21st century skills. Yes, he's right. My background is in technology, digital technology. But unfortunately, I've left teaching for many years, many years ago, since I hold lots of administration posts. But during my time, I did realize about transforming education towards a digital transformation. And I think this topic is not new. I think lots of us have heard of it before. But I'm just going to go again regarding this. I think, although this is not new, but not many institution or not many academic staff or faculty staff really adopted this transformation fully. There are challenges, of course, and also there are lots of limitation in terms of transforming education towards digital transformation. But anyway, it is part of our life to do transformation and to make education better. Before I start my speech, I would like to show a video, which I got it from of course, YouTube.
I remember the teacher talked and we listened. We had to memorise quite a lot too. A lot of time was spent giving out books and collecting them up again. We were sitting in rows in desks so we could see the board better because talk and chalk was the way.
There must be an industrial revolution in education, in which educational science and the ingenuity of educational technology combine to modernise the grossly inefficient and clumsy procedures of conventional education. Sydney L. Pressay, 1924.
These young people are studying in a new way.
A computing calculator designed for use in high school classrooms has created tremendous excitement among educators.
The tool which has made this possible is the high-speed digital computer operating with electronic precision on great quantities of information.
If we think about the third industrial revolution, that was PCs and the internet, and we just about caught up with that. The fourth industrial revolution is what becomes possible from those technologies.
Industry 4.0 is the next big shift in the way that manufacturing operates. Digital know-how is going to be hugely important, and then people will need to be flexible because the world will change.
The future workplace and future societies, we're still moulding them as we go, and technology is one of the main pillars in what is shaping what the future will look like.
The pace of change is remarkable, with the introduction of these exponential technologies creating a paradigm shift to create Education 4.0.
Lectures aren't fit for purpose anymore. Using textbooks and teaching in a Victorian sort of method with rows of students, listening to the teacher, taking notes, it's obsolete. We need to use our time in lessons to actually have those meaningful mentoring one-to-ones that can never be replaced. The technology gives us that time if we use it correctly.
Rather than being something that's scary, we can use technology to be something that's very liberating for people, so that instead of having to go through the rigmarole of institutional learning as it's been in the past, we can actually use smart robotics, smart computers to make learning more accessible to more people and to actually tailor it to individual needs.
This whole cluster of AI technologies will make learning for students more rewarding, teaching for academics more rewarding. We want it to be a win for everybody.
We've shown already in clinical studies and trials that retention is up to 70% higher in virtual reality. That has a huge impact on learning and retention of facts.
The challenge is for universities to really develop their students' digital skills so that they can actually make use of those skills in the workplace.
It would be all too easy to say everyone must learn to code. But the truth is, coding is just one digital skill.
Creativity, collaboration, communication, critical thinking, these skills that can never be automated, that can never be replaced, are what we need to focus on.
Education 4.0 is a request to the education sector to rethink the educational paradigm. And it's an opportunity for us as this fourth industrial revolution kicks off to think about what modern education should look like.
We now live in a hyper-connected world, and now the time, more than ever, the time is for us to say, what do we want to do with that?
Right, thank you. So actually that's an introduction to what I'm going to talk today. It looks, I don't know what you feel, but I feel very scary. Not because I'm the keynote speaker for today, but actually the topic itself. People start, we scare because with the things that we don't really know. So we used to what we used to do, teaching as normal, using the text